Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Irina. Glad you're here today. Hope y'all are doing well. We've got a stretch and flow class today. It's going to be lovely, especially after working out yesterday. I know Kim did a race, and I'm looking forward to a stretch. Perfect start to a day, no matter what happens. So let's get started. We're going to go right into cat-cow. There she is. Morning, Kim. Begin on your hands and knees. Spread your fingertips wide. Press the tops of your feet into the mat, or you can tuck them under. And then inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine, press away. Inhale, gaze up, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Move through a couple rounds on your own breath. Last one. And bring your hips back to neutral. Press them. Ooh, my hip just cracked. Press them to the right. Press them to the left. Keep shimmying those hips side to side, feeling that side body stretch. And then extend your right leg back and turn onto the inside edge of the foot. Lift your top arm all the way up and over. Press your hips up, feeling that side body stretch. Bring your left foot back in line with your knee. Press off your left hand and lift to the other side. Back to center. Walk your hands forward. You're already here and ready for an adductor stretch. Rock your hips back towards your heel and forward. Feeling that stretch in the inner thigh. Walk your hands back over to the left, coming back into your tabletop. Extend your left leg and place the foot down. You can kick that foot back for balance, and left arm comes all the way up and over. Side body stretch. Press your hips up, press your ribs up. Feel that stretch along the side of your left abdomen. Start to bring your left arm towards your left leg and right arm up towards the sky. Even over to the left a bit. Back towards center, place your hands down. Take those rocks back and front. And bring the knees together, toes together, hips back, arms forward, child's pose. You can also take your knees wide and your toes together if that feels better on your back. Reach your arms out as far as they can go. Take your left hand to the left and your right hand on top. Still in child's pose with the hips. And your right hand to the right, left hand on top. Release back up to center, roll your way forward, tuck your toes, feel your hips towards the sky, downward facing dog, pedal out your feet, alternating bending one then the other. Letting the heels travel towards the mat, broadening through the shoulders, pressing into the hands. Roll forward into a plank pose. Drop your knees, lower all the way down. Hug your elbows in. Lift the chest as you breathe in. Exhale, release. Two more. Lift the chest. Little back bend. Exhale, release. Last one. And release. Tuck the toes. Press it back up to your down dog and walk the feet towards the hands. Bend the knees. Let your upper body hang heavy and your chest supported by your legs. Generous bend in those knees. Start to roll your way up to a standing position. Good. Take some back scratches. I'll show you from the back. Opposite arms are going to go in different directions, and then you're going to reach the hands toward one another and around. So the bottom hand, palm is facing away, and then you try to tap. They might not tap, and that's totally fine. It's not that we're trying to hold it. We're just trying to open those shoulders up. So take each one, hold it for just a second before you switch to the other side. Maybe you notice that one side is a little more tight than the other. That certainly happens to me. And release. Good. Drop the ear to the shoulder. Press this other hand down, away. Maybe even out a little bit. That might change where you feel the stretch. And back to center. Over to the other side. Opposite hand presses down towards the mat. Maybe out a bit. And release. Left arm up, bend the elbow. Pull it in and walk the fingertips down the spine. And reach over to the right. Use the back of your head to gently press into that arm to open it up. Back to center, release. Inhale, other arm up, bend, and help it out. Reach it over. Awesome. Interlace your hands behind, press down and away. If you'd like to, from here, you can bend the knees slightly, push the hips back, and fold over the legs. Check in with your palms if you fold it over. Make sure they're still together. If you took the fold, rise back up. Take a wide stance. Inhale, lift the arms up. Turn your toes out a bit and exhale into a little squat. 2 more. Bring it up, big stretch overhead. Exhale, bring it down. Last one. Good. Come back up. Turn these toes that way. Keep these toes parallel. Bend the leg. You might need to scooch out a little bit. We're shooting for warrior 2 alignment. We're going to come into side angle and then reach back up, getting a nice side body stretch each time, but on both sides. Inhale. Nice flowing stretch. Last one. Good. Straighten the legs, point the toes forward, take a breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hips back, fold over the legs. Keep lengthening the spine as long as you can until your hands reach the mat, and then let your upper body hang. Try to place the weight of your body in your midfoot. Maybe you shift backwards and forwards a few times and notice if you've shifted your weight back too far or forward too far. Find that center place. Walk your hands over towards the left. And back to center. Hands on the hips, long spine, rise up. Turn these toes out. You should be all good right now for your alignment. I just checked out my hips like, whoops, good thing to have a little mirror there. Reach it back as you breathe in. And exhale into your side. Big side body stretch, just reaching it up. And I wonder if you guys find that strange, having exercised with a mirror for so long in the group fitness room and not having one now. Sometimes I do. It's helpful because I can see myself here, so if I have bad form, I can change it. I'm curious if you guys have that experience. Last one here. And straighten out the leg. Turn the toes in. Hands on the hips, lengthen up through the spine, and you exhale, press it back and down. Couple more deep breaths. And plant the hands, walk them over toward the right. Back to center with the hands. Lengthen the spine. Take a breath in. Hands on the hips. Exhale, stand up. Step or jump the feet together. And take your balance over onto your left leg. Ground down through the whole entire foot, especially the outer edges. Bend the right knee to the bum, grabbing on for a quad stretch. Even out the knees. If you need to hold on to something, you can. Slightly tuck the hips under, pulling your tailbone down towards the ground. If you'd like to take this into a balancing pose, then open it up into dancer, you can, extending that leg back and the other arm forward. Then release. Same thing on the other side. Ground down through the right foot. Bend the knee. Grab the foot. Then take the hips and tuck them under. If you'd like to take this one deeper and into a balanced pose, extend the arm as you push the hand and the foot into one another for dancer. And release. Take your left arm under your right, cross them, and bring the backs of the hands towards one another. Maybe they stay there, or maybe they wrap around and the palms can come together. Eagle arms. Even out the elbows with the shoulders as you lift up and press away, finding that upper back stretch. Slowly release. And bring the right arm underneath. Same stretch, other side. Last breath in. And exhale to release. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head, a little back bend. And exhale, fold forward over the legs. Take a moment and bend your right knee, then bend your left knee. A couple more times. And plant your hands, step your feet back into downward dog. Find length through your spine from your fingers to your hips. Stillness here as the heels make their way toward the mat. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Lift your right leg on a breath in and bend the knee. Stack the hips one on top of the other, opening them up and kicking your right foot out to the left. You might be able to see it if you look under your left armpit. Press evenly through the hands. Shift forward on that foot and step the right foot outside the right hand. Lizard pose. You might drop the knee here if that feels good today. A nice cozy stretch, or if you're looking for a little more of an active stretch, you can keep the knee up. If you'd like to, you can take this one down to the forearms even. Try to keep that knee hugging in towards that right arm. If you came to the forearms, press yourself up. We'll roll onto the outer edge of that right foot and press the knee away. Come back into center. Walk your right hand outside your foot and your foot back to the middle. Pull your hips back. Hamstring stretch. Straighten out that front leg. Flex the toes up toward the sky. Roll it back forward. Bending the knee. Place the palms down. We're going to come into pigeon here. Heel toe your foot over behind your left hand. And your knee drops behind your right hand. Slide your left leg back. Point the toe straight away. And let's lift the chest. Square off the hips. So if you dumped onto your right hip, see if you can get both hip points facing forward. Lift the chest, and we're going to fold in increments of 3. So breathe in, fold a little bit. Breathe in here, fold a little more. Breathe in here, and you can let yourself release to a point that's comfortable for you. Maybe that's forearms, maybe you stay on your hands. Maybe you extend your arms all the way forward. Find that place where you feel like you can release. We're going to stay here for a full minute. And slowly start to press yourself up. Tuck your back toe. And come back to downward dog. Lift the left leg. Bend the knee and stack the hips one on top of the other. Shift forward into a plank, pull the left knee outside, step the foot outside of the hand. Drop the knee if you want to, but you don't have to. Not yet at least. Lizard pose. Feel free to come to the forearms if you want. Sending the breath all the way to the hips. If you're on your forearms, come on back up. Take your left hand to the inside of the knee and push it away gently as you roll onto the outside edge of your left foot. Place your hands back down, walk the hand outside and the foot back to the middle. Shift back, straighten your front leg, flex your toes up. Hamstring stretch. Roll your way back forward, plant your hands down if they're not already, and heel toe your foot behind your right hand. Drop the knee behind the left hand. Make any adjustments you need to with that leg. Shift your right leg back and straighten the foot behind you. We'll take an inhale here. Fold over a little bit. Hold here and breathe in. Continue your fold slightly. Last breath in. And come down to where you feel comfortable today. Send the breath all the way to the hips. Let your body be heavy, surrendering to the mat. And start to make your way back up. Place the hands down, tuck the back toes, and up to downward dog we go. And take a full breath in together here. And then exhale to let it go. Drop the knees, kick them over to the side, and come to a seat. Finish class today with a twist. Take your right leg and place the heel towards the body, knee pointing forward. Take your left leg and place it outside on the other side of the thigh. I'm talking backwards because our legs are backwards, so your left hand's going to go behind you. I'm like, what is happening? Right hand is going to hook on the outside and twist as you exhale. With every inhale, you find length. And every exhale, you twist a little deeper. One more breath in. And on your exhale, release. Let the legs unfold. Take your left leg and place it down. Right leg, stamp the foot on the outside. Right hand behind you. Left arm comes around. On your inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, twist. Look over your right shoulder. Last breath in. And exhale, release back to center. Undo the legs. Thank yourself for showing up today. I thank you for sharing your time and space with me. And I hope to see you in the next one. We got Trick or Treat Tabata coming up today. I had a dream about it, y'all. That's how excited I was about the Halloween Tabata class. So you better come. I hope to see you there. Whenever I see you next, I'll be happy about it. So thanks for joining me this morning, and I'll see you whenever I see you next. Yay, I'm glad you guys are excited. I'll see you then. You're welcome, Irina.